Boop, boop, bobbing along.
Boop.
Hello.
Good morning. It's Monday. It's the start of our week in Campbell Park in the centre of Milton, Keynes. It was a proper storm last night.
It was a proper storm.
Yeah, I woke up at like 1 a.m. and it was thunder and lightning and pouring rain. Our leaky windows Stu's done some sort of shenanigans and they are only a teeny bit leaky now. But we need to get on the case with that. We were only going to stay here a few days. We don't think there's anywhere to empty the toilet or get water that's very close. But there's going to be storms all week-ish, and we're not here at the weekend because I've got another market. So we will organise ourselves and rethink that plan. It's a beautiful morning though. It's a heron.
I am off doing some errands again. Quite a nice excuse to explore a little bit of Milton Keynes. I used to come here quite a lot when I was like teenage and that, because there was some cool stuff. I remember there being some cool like skate shops and that, and guitar shops. We're going to go into London tomorrow and the plan was to move Thursday, but looking at the weather it's going to be stormy all week. So we might move Monday instead. That said, I quite like the idea of getting to stay near to Milton Keynes town centre for a little bit longer, because I mean we're not even around at the weekend particularly, but I liked Milton Keynes when I was a kid, so it might be quite nice to have a bit of time exploring it if we can. Anyway, adventure. Very tired adventure. I'm going to go into the Escape, which is an indoor snow ski thing. Have a look at that, because I remember going in there and being really excited by it as a kid. And then I'm going to try and buy some slippers, because I stubbed my toe on the dinette and one of my smaller toes increased to the size of one of my larger toes. And it was decreed that it wouldn't have happened had I had the propensity to have worn slippers. So yeah. So that's the Escape. And here's my new slippers. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Bobson in the Bathroom. Emmy's sitting in the other room working angrily, and I thought that might get a laugh, but clearly she's too busy concentrating to listen. I've just got back from my trip into Milton Keynes, and now I thought I would have a go at sterilising our hose. Here it is, having a nice little bath in Milton tabs. Our hose got dropped in the water in the canal. Well, only like just one end. I cut off the bit that got dropped in the hose. Actually, I just wholesale took it off. It was also on a big reel, and the reel was massive, so I've taken it off the reel as well. And when I took the little hose lock end clips off, some of them were actually a bit black underneath, and also I've sort of siphoned it through the Milton, which is why I'm wet down my front as well, and managed to, and like sort of flushed the hose pipes through a bit, and it's quite disturbing how many little black bits have come out of the hose. Yeah, it's a bit gross.
It's been a bit of a stressful day, a long working day. It's 10 to 8, I think. Yeah. And Stu has just made this epic looking dinner. So now we're going to relax and watch some TV while we eat it.
Adventure?
Adventure. This week's commute to London.
Yeah. Emmie has removed stones from her shoes in this rather epic looking place. and it is really raining. We're supposed to be out tonight, both separately in London. And Emmy got a message from the heron saying, like, did she want to cancel? She could go, so she could go back. We could go back to the boat earlier. And I said, no, I don't think that's necessary. Like, yeah, it's not going to be great weather, but there's not much we can do about it, whether or not we're at the boat. It is going to stop soon, and it's going to be on and off until about 5, and then it's going to largely stop. I do feel a bit nervous about it now, though I'm not sure what we could do about it if we were on the boat. Rain's calmed down a bit now. It's nice to be back here and do some stuff. This has been about 3 months I've been waiting to actually finish this off, so yeah, I'm going to crack on and get that done.
First time needing a torch to find our way back to the boat. Where is our boat? Where is it? There are no boats here. No boats. Good morning. After some umming and ahhing, because there's really bad weather forecasts for this week, we have decided to do a pre-work cruise to the next mooring, hopefully, or at least part of the way, because we need to get water, so we're definitely going to do that, and part of the journey to our next stop, which is Fenny Stratford. It's Foxglove. This was our holiday hire last year, our first boat experience. Hi. Wow, a freshly cleaned hose after its dip in the canal.
We're in a new spot for the night. We're sort of the third boat along that way. We're right by Milton Keynes Marina and opposite some pub. I think we're just going to be here for the night, because it's not the nicest spot, in fairness. It's alright though. Hey, so quite a slight update on the engine situation. We are currently by Pear Tree Bridge in Milton Keynes Marina, which, as it happens, is where is one of the places where we actually looked at a boat before we bought Annie. Or I looked at a boat before we bought Annie. And I went in there to find out what services they had, and there was somebody in there who does their engineering work. I told him about our engine, he said he'd come and have a look. Came over, and one nice thing is he was quite nice about the engine, because a lot of people that have looked at it have just gone, that's real weird that you've got a Peugeot engine in your boat. Because apparently Peugeot are quite good engines, but they're really rare, or it's almost unheard of to put one in a boat, to marinise a Peugeot engine. But he seemed really keen, and he said that he's actually got the same or a similar model engine in his van, and he's had it for years, and he's never really had very many problems with it at all. So that's a really nice little bit of progress. It is 2:10, and I'm just coming back with a little top-up shot and the money for the launderette, and yeah. It's nearly 6:30, and I finally, but not quite, finished my half-a-day task that I set out to do at about 10 o'clock this morning, doing the laundry. I don't know how this has happened, but this is how it's worked out. We still got to have some food, still got to put all the laundry away. And yeah, there was some suggestion about maybe moving on this evening, but I suspect that won't happen. I don't love this spot, if I'm honest, but it's all right. So I'm sure it'll be fine for the night. Thursday morning, we've just moved to Fenny Stratford. It's quite busy along here. There is a hire boat up there which we are hoping are going to move off, but it's also going to be stormy today, so it's very possible they're not going to move off. At the moment we're on this corner, and every time one of us moves about in the boat, even slightly, it's really rocky. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull forward to this straighter spot here that is under some trees. Now hopefully we won't be under the worst of the tree, which is here, which we're kind of actually half under at the moment anyway. But I don't think there's much we can do about that. We're either under trees and not as rocky, or we're under trees and rocky. Right, still not great because we're still kind of under the trees, but we're probably as much under the trees as we were before. The only thing that's a bit annoying is we're under these like crabapple trees, and we were under one of them last night, and every now and again the fruits would just like fall off and plonk onto the surface, and we were both a bit like, what was that? kind of thing. Pretty, but there's a swing bridge in the middle of the lock, and there's almost no level difference in the lock itself. They're still here. I think it's fine though. I think we're going to stay in the spot that we've got and just enjoy the storm on a slight bend under some trees. I'm sure it's going to be fine. This heron walked right by my window while I'm working. Really cool.
This is exactly what I want.
The boat. You did.
Well, I've just thrown the nice acrylic thing for putting in the hatch into the canal. That's not magnetic, so I guess we don't have that nice thing anymore.
So I'm working in the cratch again, and it starts to really hammer it down. Everything's dry so far, but it really is hammering it down. Apart from my face, I put my head out. And I see Emmy is going to do the duck hatch when I heard a little scream. And she's just thrown the acrylic screen into the canal.
This table does not like me leaning on it.
It's rebounding in through the mushroom vents again. We also have a leak here, but we know about that. It's right, this here seems to fill up with water and then leak through. I don't think the magnet's going to work.
I can still live in hope. Now we've stuck the magnet to the bottom of the boat and there's a person fishing staring at us from the distance. It doesn't feel good, and it's all my fault.
It is.
Stu, you are a legend. He did it. He did it. Going in the canal calls for our first fire. Stu's my hero for going into the canal to fish out the window I dropped in it. Good morning. It's Saturday and we have the weekend to ourselves, so obviously we're going to use that to go to IKEA.
We're going into Halfords. We're going to see if they let Emmy touch a scooter.
I wasn't allowed to touch a scooter, so I'm still thinking about it.
Is it the same?
We've spotted IKEA, but is there a way across the busy road for people on foot?
No.
Yes, we have a tunnel, bridge thing.
One. We still have another road to get over. Here is an IKEA trolley, so somebody has forged the road at some point.
There's another IKEA trolley up ahead. Let's just follow the abandoned trolleys. Well, we're outside IKEA. We're across the roads.
It's so stupid how badly everything is set up for pedestrians in Milton Keynes. That's right, you heard me.
The restaurant was much too busy for lunch, so we decided to buy our plant balls and dime cake from the shop and take them home. Wait, that was really terrible.
Yep, it was horrible.
We found a prettier way to walk back.
You having fun?
Look at me mopping while not on my hands and knees.
Whoa, so modern.
The cake that makes any trip to IKEA completely worthwhile, even though you can get them in Morrison's. They're just storing really neatly in the shower. It's already 12 o'clock on Sunday. I feel like I'm only just starting the day. Right. Stu's got a client coming to pick up a guitar in a few hours, so we're going to do the facilities and get ourselves sorted. Right, facilities are done. Pretty much clean. There's an Asian supermarket down the road, so we don't want to miss that opportunity. We're going to go there and then finish getting ready for Charlie to come get his guitar. Apparently it's going to take 20 minutes to walk to the Asian supermarket and 20 minutes back, which gives us 20 minutes in there, but that should be enough because all I want is daikon, giant radish and tofu puffs. Fingers crossed. Wow,
Run with us. We got everything
we need. Run with us. We are free. Made it in 12 minutes. It really smells like sweets around here, so we think there might be a sweet factory on this industrial estate. And how are we doing for time, Stu?
I mean, it's 2 o'clock.
Is that what time he's meant to come?
He said sometime between 2 and 3. I just knew.
Got honey mangoes, hope they're good. all important tofu puffs and daikon.
Some peas. My tomatoes are starting to grow, and my mum told me that what I should do with my tomatoes is I should cut off the bits that are shooting but aren't producing any fruit, and that should help them grow more. My chilies are doing really well. I got multiple chilies on them now, and they're blossoming some more, which I can only assume means we're going to have more chilies.
Bit bad because we're about a month into living on the boat now, but I'm doing my first proper boat cooking now, because I have provided the meals a few times, but it's been like boil in the bag curry or like just very instant food, and have realised, I think Stu has mentioned this to me a couple of times and I haven't taken it in, but the vegetable peel is missing, so I've done a very lazy, wasteful peeling of my daikon, giant radish and carrot, and they are just simmering in a broth now. I'm making oden, which is like a Japanese hot pot, but a vegetarian version.
There we go, hacking done. I'm sure I could go further, and others would tell me to go further. Also, they'd probably tell me to pin this guy up a bit, but he seems happy enough. So I am going to leave that like that.
It's Sunday night.
It's quite late.
Another week. Another week done.
Yeah.
An unexpected sort of quiet weekend, because I was supposed to be in Tottenham doing a night market, which was cancelled due to the Queen passing away. So it was actually, nice to have a quiet weekend, apart from the mistake we made going to IKEA.
Not mistake.
Well, I am obsessed with my new mop.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it gave us the opportunity to smash a dime cake in a weekend.
Yeah. Stu was actually missing Tottenham, because IKEA in Tottenham is a dream, an absolute dream. We went there for date nights.
Also, you can just walk to it without crossing a main road, without any crossings.
We never once walked to our IKEA.
No, but you could.
You could walk to it without crossing a main road.
No, like, that had proper crossings.
I don't know if it did. We never tried to do it.
Did.
In fact, it was a bit of a fake Tottenham weekend, because we used to live by IKEA and Lun Fung, a massive Asian cash and carry, and this weekend we went to IKEA and then to Hu Hing, a massive Asian cash and carry. So it was like pretend quiet Tottenham weekend, but in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
It was nice. Everything's clean. To go back to my new IKEA mop, but having real cleaning stuff is really nice. It's so nice not to be cleaning with cut up old socks, which is what I've been doing for years. Microfiber cloths are amazing.
What, something made for the job is better than
old socks?
Yeah, a worn out old sock.
I just felt so eco-friendly with my old socks being reutilised. But
and we'll use them, in fairness.
They're being downgraded to cleaning cloths less good. And on that note, I think we better just go to bed and start our new week tomorrow.
And dream a dream of our IKEA mop.
Thank you so much for watching. We love hearing from you. Do chat with us down below, and we'll see you next Sunday with our next video. Have a lovely week. Bye.